Hi, this is Rich Powell from ClearPath. About a month ago, I had the privilege of testifying before the House Energy and Commerce Committee on the topic of modernizing the Department of Energy. Rather than make you sit through the entirety of a 4.5-hour hearing, I thought I'd sum up my remarks in less than 4 minutes. Today, America is approaching an energy crossroads. Our traditional energy sources are struggling. There's a massive planned retirement of coal plants by 2030, and at least half of our nuclear fleet is not competing well in the wholesale markets. But globally, demand for energy is expected to increase 30% by 2040. This is a multi-trillion-dollar market opportunity, and virtually all of that new energy will be clean. Now, China is seizing this opportunity and, frankly, outflanking the United States. We lost the race to create the most efficient coal plants in the world to China a decade ago. Today, they're way ahead of us in manufacturing solar panels and exporting them to the rest of the world, and they're already demonstrating several advanced nuclear reactor concepts that will take at least another half-decade to get up and running. So how do we get the United States back on track? Well, the good and bad news is that this has all happened before. In 1957, when the Soviets launched Sputnik, their first satellite, they established an early, far lead in the space race. So did we set back and let the Soviets claim space for the rest of the century? Of course not. President Kennedy established the original Moonshot goal, and we had landed an American on the moon less than a decade later. And we took the lead in the global aerospace industry ever since. So should we allow China to own the clean energy future? Of course not. But we need a new generation of moonshot goals for energy appropriate for this new century. We should be focused on demonstrating at least 4 advanced nuclear reactor concepts in a decade. We should be doing the same with grid-scale batteries that can hold energy for months at a time from our renewable resources. And we should be finding ways to capture the carbon from our fossil power plants and turn them into useful products. So why goals? Why is this approach so helpful? Well, today it is fair to say the Department of Energy is a mile wide and an inch deep. They work on literally thousands of different priorities. Establishing goals would focus the department's time and priorities and resources on fewer, deeper breakthrough priorities. It would also force the DOE to work more closely with the private sector and prove that their products and innovations were actually well suited for the market's needs. And lastly, it would enshrine a soup-to-nuts approach. In America, we have this curious distinction between basic research, meaning what's done at a lab bench, and applied research, meaning demonstrating something out in the market with private sector partners. The Chinese don't have this philosophical distinction, and they are happy to take our basic research, put applied dollars against it, demonstrate the technologies, and capture the commercial upside. Today, we can't beat the Chinese at cranes and concrete, but we can out-innovate them with a new generation of advanced nuclear reactors, printable solar panels, and products made from carbon captured from our fossil power plants. Thanks for watching.